Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Forward. No.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Edwards now on 1st and 10, running right through it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Edwards. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, he bowls over him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Edwards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Hey,
4th down, here's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Dobbins. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 30 yards. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man is Duvernay. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Watson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action with Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
In motion left, that's Jackson. They'll look to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown!
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Rodgers again now.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, 33 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. He's got it at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Jackson. Connects with Duvernay.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to go up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Rodgers to throw. Pass complete, Tonyan.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Now Rodgers. This for all the marbles. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.